Do you want to know the inside knowledge on how to get exactly what you want out of life? Hi, I'm Tricia.
And I'm Matt. We are success coaches here at the Center for Arts and Technology. Our whole job is to help people turn their passion into a profession.
We give people the skills and knowledge to stand out from the crowd and to get their dream careers. We would love to see you living your dreams, so we wrote down 10 secrets to success and we're sharing them here with you now. This is not advice. These are easy to implement, step-by-step, scientifically studied and proven principles. Each one has been shown to move you closer to your own finish line.
Everyone has different ideas, personalities, and goals. Working in an arts and technology school, we definitely see that. But the beauty of these principles is that they work for you no matter who you are or what you want to accomplish. So, let's get to it. Hey, Tricia, do you want to get us started?
I do. Tip number 1, positive thinking. Now, you've been told this your whole life, but believe us, it works. Studies conducted by Barbara Fredrickson from Harvard University have proven that positive thinking influences a person's life. Positive thinking makes you more attractive and resilient, lowers blood pressure, reduces pain, fewer illnesses, and you sleep better as well. So try to be positive and see the best in any situation to instantly improve all aspects of your life.
Tip number 2, have a growth mindset. Everyone encounters many challenges on a daily basis, but how you see these challenges helps determine your future. Stanford psychologist Kara Duick has spent years studying human behavior, and she's determined that by seeing problems as a puzzle that needs to be solved helps you grow and move forward. She also advises that learning from criticism, seeing effort as a path to a goal, and persisting even when life gets hard will help you. Embrace change and take everything as a lesson, and you'll be far above the crowd. A growth mindset sets you up for success. People who blame others and run from criticism are setting themselves up for a harder life.
Tip number 3, you need people. Be patient with difficult people. It's hard. Try to solve rifts with family and friends and repair damaged relationships. Our emotional health relates very well to our successes in life. Volatile people often live chaotic lives, but if you take the time to fix broken relationships, or in some cases, move on from damaging ones and forgive people, you will live a much happier and more successful life. George Vaillant of Harvard conducted one of the longest studies in history and found that most of the more emotionally stable and adaptable people had some of the longest and most successful lives.
Tip number 4, go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. Many studies have demonstrated that the early bird often does get the worm. People who have consistent sleep habits are happier in every category and achieve much more in life. When you have enough sleep, your brain responds by giving you sparks of creativity, problem-solving abilities, a better memory, and much more resourcefulness. So, if you go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every day, you will contribute to your success very effectively.
Tip number 5, have very specific goals and write them down. Long-term studies following many participants over many years demonstrated that most successful individuals set more specific objectives. Also, the researchers found that the more detailed that you write down your goals, the more likely you will achieve them. So, by writing down the specific details of your specific goals, you will get to where you are going faster and more effectively. It also helps to rewrite the goals on a regular basis because it reinforces them in your mind and allows you to think through some of the steps. Many people never write down their goals, but it's hard to arrive at a destination without a roadmap.
Tip number 6, get out in the world. Volunteer, join a club, go to a special event. Studies on social behavior show that people who do more in the community and attend different events, relating to their career or not, often get more opportunities and get to their goals faster. Meeting people and putting yourself out there helps to get people to know who you are and what you have to offer. You know, many people have moved into life-changing jobs and situations just by meeting the right people. So if you're shy, so what? Try, break out of your shell and put yourself out into the community.
That's a big one. Tip number 7, The 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is a rule of thumb that states that 80% of outcomes can be attributed to 20% of all causes for a given event. For example, many businesses get 80% of their revenues from 20% of their clients. This also means that 80% of what you do is not as important as the 20% that you do well. So what does this mean to you? Well, if you can delegate the things that take a lot of time and concentrate on what moves you forward, you'll do well in life. If you can't delegate at this time, we get it. Focus on the 20% that you do well first.
Tip number 8, do not delay. Get started on projects as fast as possible. If it is a big project, break it into smaller tasks and start with the hardest task first. The creators of the Confidence Code have demonstrated that quick and direct action reinforces self-confidence and ignites achievement.
Tip number 9, be brave and do not be afraid to fail. Most of us are actually afraid of success in some way or another. It's true. But just by moving towards your goal, by taking action, you'll be much better off. Studies have shown that people regret not having done things much more than they regret things they actually did. So many of us worry so much that we'll fail, that we never do anything, we never start. Then we're filled with regret. Bill Gates failed at his first business, but his first bad ideas led to the later great ideas that made him a billionaire. Walt Disney was fired and told he lacked imagination and that he had no good ideas. He also went bankrupt, but he kept trying, and now Disney is one of the largest media empires in the world. Even Einstein did not speak until he was 4 and did not read until he was 7. He was expelled from school, but turned into one of the most influential scientists of our time. Fail until you succeed. Be brave and do not listen to the people who tell you why you can't do something.
Tip number 10, be kind to yourself. We left this for last because it's one of the most overlooked ways to success in business and in life. Paul Gilbert, as a professor of clinical psychology, states, the way we relate to ourselves, kindly or critically, has a major influence on our well-being, contentment, and ability to cope with setbacks. If you're feeling self-critical, stop. Take a few breaths, slow down, and try to think of the ideal qualities you might have, such as kindness, warmth, gentleness. It doesn't matter whether or not you actually have these qualities. Like an actor taking on a part, feel yourself become them. No one is perfect, and when you love yourself, you put more love into the world, and that resonates everywhere. It will help you with your journey to success in massive ways.
We have one bonus tip for you. You ready? Eliminate distractions and schedule your time. Many of us allow distractions to take over our day. Notification, texts, email. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Emails, phone calls, talkative coworkers. All these things take away from your success. Some of the most productive people leave their phones off while they're at work. They unplug their internet connections and they focus, like really focus. Some studies have shown, and this is crazy, that just one email can take you off your task for up to 30 minutes before you gain concentration back. Some people even use software to block their internet connection to break their addiction to technology. Important tip.
So we hope these tips will help you get to where you're going. Some of them sound so simple that they seem ridiculous. But if you follow these tips and tricks, you'll be far ahead of the crowd. And imagine how wonderful it will feel to be doing exactly what you want to do with your life.
From Matt and myself, from the Center for Arts and Technology, we wish you all the best. Now go get 'em.